And one of the things I find most remarkable was somehow the Israelis managed to use a fake phone call to all the top brass of the Iranian military and call them to a special meeting in a special bunker. So all the top brass come to this special bunker, which then is destroyed. You know, people are saying this is the most remarkable, military experts are saying this is the most remarkable victory of recent times. And so in the recent chain in their military command, they took out pretty much all of the leadership. They were still not sure whether that guy at the top, the advisor, is dead or not. There's different reports on that. But the rest of them, pretty much all of them, were taken out by the Israelis. So that was only a few days ago, and then this morning we wake up to hear that the US have actually got involved as well. There was a bunker, wasn't there, in one of the nuclear sites. It's very, very deep, and apparently the US is the only country that has a bomb that can bury so deep and blow up the facility under the mountain in the middle of Iran. And so President Trump pressed go on that, and we still await the exact response from Iran. And interestingly, Russia looks on condemning things, but hasn't yet got involved. So interesting to watch. You say, Matt, look, we know all that. We're here to understand what the Bible has to say about this. So we just read with Mark, Ezekiel chapter 38. And I just want to make a few comments about the Bible and Bible prophecy, because you might think, hang on, isn't the Bible an ancient book, isn't it? From thousands of years ago. What possible relevance does the Bible have to these things that we see in our news stories? Well, I don't know if you've ever seen this before, but the claim of the Bible is actually quite remarkable. Because the Bible reveals God the Creator as a God that can predict the future. It's a hallmark, a challenge, if you like, on any other religion. You know, it's a hallmark of truth. So the Bible says this, the God of the Bible says, I am God, there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times the things that are not yet done. What does that mean? It means that the God of the Bible says, I can tell you the future before it happens, things that are not yet done. I know what they are, and I'm going to tell you about them in my word, the Bible. The Bible, you see, is unique amongst religious texts in the detail and the regard it has for prophecy. And what you find when you go through the Bible is verses like this. This is from the prophecy of Daniel, chapter 4. The Most High, that's God, ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basest of men. And the principle behind what the Bible says is, look, God is in control. God is in control of even the kingdom of men. And he can put people in place that he wants to be in place, even though they don't know anything about him, to do his will. That is what's amazing about the Bible. Not only is it going to predict the future, but it also is going to tell us that God's in control. And I'm here this evening representing the Christadelphians that meet at this place in Nottingham. And I thought, well, it's an interesting. I had this old slide and I thought I'll wheel it out for the Nottinghamites, which you may have seen before. But this is the Bible student. He didn't claim any prophetic kind of powers or anything like this. This is John Thomas. And the reason I thought it would be interesting, because we're in Nottingham, to mention is that he started the Christadelphian movement in Nottingham pretty much. So he came over from America, and we can read on the screen that he came to visit Nottingham to deliver a course of lectures. And do you know what the subject of his lectures was all about? It was all about Bible prophecy and the future of world empires. So I see John sat down there.